Royal tensions are boiling over after Kate Middleton made a dazzling public appearance wearing one of Queen Elizabeth's most treasured tiaras, a piece many believed was meant for Queen Camilla. As Kate stepped out radiating elegance, cameras captured every breathtaking detail, but behind the palace walls, whispers of jealousy and frustration grew louder. Did Kate just send a bold message about her future role in the monarchy? And why is Camilla reportedly furious? The intrigue surrounding this moment has only deepened as royal watchers attempt to unravel the mystery of Queen Elizabeth's most treasured jewel, the tiara. Not all royal tiaras are the same. Some carry stories that make them more than just dazzling accessories. Their history alone demands respect. Among all the glittering headpieces in the royal collection, one stands above the rest: the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This breathtaking diamond tiara is more than a masterpiece of British craftsmanship. It was a defining piece of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. She wore it so often that it became as much a symbol of her as the monarchy itself. So when Kate Middleton stepped out wearing it, the whispers quickly turned into a buzz. This wasn't just a tribute to the late queen, it was a statement of heritage, continuity, and power. Watching closely was Camilla, fully aware of what this moment meant. To truly understand the significance of this tiara, it is necessary to travel back to 1893. That year, Lady Eva Greville and a group of noblewomen raised money to gift it to Princess Mary of Teck on the occasion of her marriage to the future King George V. Designed by the prestigious jewelry house Garrard, the tiara was a masterpiece of brilliant cut diamonds set in silver and gold, featuring an elegant scroll and festoon pattern. Queen Mary cherished it, making it one of her most recognizable pieces. However, she was known for modifying her jewelry, and in 1947, she had the tiara's original pearl finials removed. Those pearls were later repurposed into another legendary piece, the Lover's Knot tiara, famously worn by Princess Diana and later Kate Middleton. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara was eventually passed down to Queen Elizabeth II as a wedding gift in 1947. She affectionately called it Granny's tiara, and it became her most beloved headpiece. Unlike the heavier, more elaborate crowns in the royal vault, this tiara was surprisingly lightweight and easy to wear, a perfect fit for a monarch who was always in the public eye. Beyond its comfort, it represented something far more profound: stability, duty, and the enduring strength of the British monarchy. This tiara wasn't just another jewel in the Queen's collection. It was a constant presence. It appeared in her official portraits, at state events, and most famously, on British currency and stamps. Unlike other royal heirlooms that faded from the spotlight or were loaned out, this one stayed firmly in Elizabeth's possession, much like her steadfast leadership. That is why seeing it on Kate Middleton was such a powerful moment. For decades, Queen Elizabeth carefully chose how and when to share her most cherished jewels. So when she passed away in 2022, the tiara's reappearance on Kate was not just a fashion choice. It was a statement of legacy. The crown may pass from one royal to another, but its meaning remains the same: an unbreakable link to the past, a symbol of duty, and a promise for the future. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away, many wondered how her breathtaking collection of tiaras, necklaces, and brooches would be divided among the royal family. One of the most anticipated pieces was the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a dazzling and historic headpiece. Most assumed it would remain with Queen Consort Camilla, given her role as the king's wife and her access to the late queen's most prized jewels. However, in a move that no one saw coming, it was Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, who appeared at a Buckingham Palace state banquet wearing the tiara. The moment she stepped into the Grand Hall, every eye was locked on her. Photographers scrambled to capture the moment. Journalists typed furiously, and across the room, Camilla's reaction was impossible to miss. This was more than just a fashion statement. It was a message. By wearing one of Queen Elizabeth's most cherished tiaras, Kate wasn't just honoring the late monarch's legacy. She was subtly asserting herself as the future Queen of England. In the world of the British royal family, tiaras are not just accessories. They're symbols of power, rank, and royal favor. Who wears what, and when carries deep meaning. Traditionally, only married royal women can wear tiaras, marking their transition from commoner to royalty. However, even within the royal family, the monarch ultimately decides who gets to wear which tiaras, ensuring each piece tells a story of loyalty, tradition, and status. When Kate was seen wearing this particular tiara, it sent a clear signal. She had the full backing of Queen Elizabeth's legacy. It suggested a shift in influence, a quiet but powerful acknowledgement that the future of the monarchy rested with Kate, not Camilla. As queen consort, Camilla was expected to be the primary guardian of Queen Elizabeth's jewelry collection. She had already worn several of the late queen's tiaras, including the Greville tiara and the Delhi Durbar tiara. Yet this one, the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, had gone to Kate. When images of Kate Middleton in the tiara flooded newspapers and social media, reactions poured in. Royal watchers immediately recognized the significance of the moment. This was the first time in decades that anyone other than Queen Elizabeth had worn the tiara, and many took it as a sign of a new era. To them, this was an unspoken confirmation that Kate, not Camilla, was the true heir to Elizabeth's public image. Royal history has shown that disputes over jewelry are never just about diamonds. They're about power, influence, and who truly holds a crown. And if there was one thing Camilla would not do, it was let this moment go unnoticed. Behind the scenes, the decision sparked speculation. Had King Charles approved this? Was this a deliberate statement, or simply an acknowledgement of Kate's growing role within the royal family? The choice of who wears which piece of jewelry may seem subtle, but in the world of royalty, it speaks volumes. The hidden battle for power and control within the royal family has been unfolding for years. Camilla carefully navigated her place, slowly earning public acceptance after a past filled with controversy. As queen consort, she not only took on King Charles's title, but also gained what she believed to be a significant portion of Queen Elizabeth II's priceless jewelry collection. Among the dazzling tiaras now in her possession were the Greville tiara and the Delhi Durbar tiara. By wearing these grand pieces, Camilla solidified her status as the most senior royal woman, signaling to the world that she was the top-ranking female figure in the monarchy. However, everything changed when Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, made a public appearance wearing a tiara unlike any other, Queen Elizabeth's most treasured headpiece. This was not just another royal jewel, it was the tiara, the one the late queen had worn for decades, immortalized in official portraits and even depicted on British currency. More than an accessory, it was a symbol of the monarch's identity. And now, Kate had claimed it. Traditionally, the queen consort is the highest-ranking woman in the royal family, second only to the reigning king or queen. But Kate's rising influence was beginning to challenge that norm. As the Princess of Wales, she carried the title once held by Princess Diana, a name that still casts a long shadow over the monarchy. However, unlike Diana, Kate had spent years carefully shaping her royal image, always balancing grace with diplomacy and never appearing to challenge Camilla directly. By wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, Kate sent a silent but unmistakable message. She was no longer just a younger royal waiting in the wings. She was stepping forward as the future face of the monarchy. In that moment, she bypassed Camilla's authority and aligned herself not with the current queen consort, but with Queen Elizabeth's enduring legacy. Royal tiaras are far more than beautiful jewels. Each one carries history, meaning, and, more often than not, controversy. For centuries, these sparkling headpieces have been at the center of royal rivalries, silent power struggles, and subtle acts of defiance. The question of who gets to wear which tiara and when has long been dictated by strict royal protocol. But sometimes, it has also been a source of scandal. Kate's decision to wear Queen Elizabeth's most cherished tiara is just the latest chapter in a long history of royal intrigue. Tiara-related drama, from Princess Charlotte's rumored inheritance of the Spencer tiara to Camilla's uneasy relationship with Princess Diana's jewelry, has fueled tensions behind palace doors for decades. While the world speculated over who would inherit Queen Elizabeth's vast jewelry collection, another tiara was causing a very different royal debate, one that had nothing to do with the Windsors and everything to do with Diana's bloodline. The Spencer tiara, a breathtaking diamond diadem crafted in the 1930s, belonged to Diana's aristocratic family. It was her wedding tiara, the one she wore on the day she married Prince Charles in 1981. After her tragic passing, the tiara remained with the Spencer family, locked away at Althorpe House, the ancestral home of Earl Spencer. Many believe that one day, the tiara would be passed down to Princess Charlotte, Diana's only granddaughter. However, according to royal insiders, Camilla wasn't entirely pleased with this idea. Reports suggested she would have preferred the tiara to remain within the Spencer family rather than becoming part of William and Kate's lineage. Some believe that Camilla's discomfort came from the fact that the tiara was so closely tied to Diana, a woman whose legacy still looms over her to this day. To royal watchers, the idea of Charlotte wearing her grandmother's wedding tiara is a touching tribute. To others, including Camilla, it might serve as an unwelcome reminder of the past, one she would rather leave behind. But how did all of this connect with Diana's jewelry? Let's find out. The battle over Diana's jewels has been a topic of great interest. Kate Middleton has always been mindful of her connection to Princess Diana's legacy, carefully choosing how she presents herself to the public. One of her most significant moves was wearing Diana's sapphire engagement ring. It is a family ring, yes. It's my mother's engagement ring, so I thought it was quite nice because obviously she's not going to be around to share in any of the moments, William once said about the iconic piece. A ring that remains one of the most famous in the world, it was Kate's first major step in tying herself to the beloved late princess. But Kate isn't the only royal wearing Diana's jewels. Camilla, too, has had access to pieces once owned by her late rival, and not everyone has been happy about it. In January 2022, Camilla sparked outrage when she repurposed one of Diana's most famous necklaces as a brooch. The original piece, an emerald and diamond choker, was gifted to Diana by Queen Elizabeth II and was one of her most iconic accessories. Diana even famously wore it as a headband during an event in Australia in 1985. For Camilla to alter the necklace and wear it publicly was seen by many as more than just a fashion choice. It was a statement. To Diana's loyal admirers, it was a sign that Camilla now had control over some of Diana's most treasured possessions, a reality that many found difficult to accept. Meanwhile, Kate has taken a much more respectful approach. She wears Diana's jewelry as it was meant to be worn, without altering it. Over the years, she has been seen wearing Diana's pearl drop earrings, her sapphire bracelet, and most notably, the lover's knot tiara, another royal headpiece steeped in history and controversy. If there is one tiara that has caused as much drama as the Spencer tiara, it is the lover's knot tiara. Featuring 19 dazzling diamond arches and hanging pearl drops, this breathtaking piece was originally commissioned by Queen Mary in 1913, but it was Diana who made it famous. The lover's knot tiara was loaned to Diana by Queen Elizabeth II and became one of her favorite pieces. She wore it frequently before her divorce from Charles, making it a powerful symbol of her place within the royal family. Now, years later, Kate Middleton wears that very same tiara. Every time she does, it serves as a reminder not just of Diana's elegance, but of the complex, unspoken tensions within the monarchy. While tiaras may be stunning works of art, in the world of royalty, they are far more than that. They are symbols of power, legacy, and, at times, quiet defiance. As history has shown, who wears what, and when, can be a message more powerful than words. For more than 20 years after Princess Diana's tragic passing, one of her most iconic pieces of jewelry, the lover's knot tiara, vanished from the public eye. Many speculated that it had been quietly retired, never to be worn again. But then, in 2015, something unexpected happened. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, stepped out wearing the tiara for the very first time. It was a moment filled with symbolism. The tiara had not been seen on anyone since Diana's death. The reappearance of the tiara on Kate's head seemed to send a clear message, a passing of the torch. Despite having access to countless royal jewels, this choice carried a deeper meaning. Camilla, now queen consort, has never worn the lover's not tiara. Whether this is her own decision or an unspoken directive from the palace, the outcome is undeniable. It is Kate, not Camilla, who carries Diana's legacy through jewelry. Over the years, Camilla has made attempts to reshape her public image by wearing some of Diana's other jewels, but the response has been lukewarm at best. To many, these pieces will always belong to Diana, and Kate is seen as their rightful heir. However, the drama surrounding royal tiaras is nothing new. These glittering heirlooms have long been a source of tension behind palace doors. One of the most recent tiara-related controversies involved Meghan Markle. Before her 2018 wedding to Prince Harry, Meghan reportedly had her heart set on an emerald-studded tiara from the royal collection. However, her request was denied, and instead, she was given the Queen Mary Diamond Bandeau tiara, a stunning piece, but not her first choice. According to reports, Queen Elizabeth herself stepped in to enforce an important royal rule. Tiaras are loaned, not chosen. This incident allegedly led to heated discussions between Meghan, royal staff, and even a confrontation between Prince Harry and palace aides. The message was clear: royalty comes with strict traditions, and those traditions are upheld at all costs. Kate Middleton's decision to wear Queen Elizabeth's most beloved tiara is just the latest chapter in a long history of tiara-related power plays. However, this one is particularly significant, as it subtly reinforces a shift in power within the monarchy. Through her careful selection of royal jewelry, especially pieces with ties to both Diana and Queen Elizabeth, Kate has established herself as the most visually powerful woman in the royal family. Camilla may officially hold the title of queen consort, but in the eyes of the public, it is Kate who represents the future of the crown. With more dazzling tiaras, necklaces, and brooches still waiting to be worn, one lingering question remains. How much more of Queen Elizabeth's legacy will Kate claim before Camilla stops her? Kate's increasing access to Queen Elizabeth's most treasured jewels is more than just royal fashion. It is a sign of the changing tides within the monarchy. She is now the most influential woman in the royal family, even if Camilla holds the title of queen consort.